fractions division. This reads 10 divided by 2. It means how many times does 2 go into 10? Now here's a fractions problem. 1/2 divided by 1/8. It means how many times does 1/8 go into 1/2? Let's work through this. If I have a whole cake and I divide it into eighths, there would be 8 equal pieces. We can all get our heads around that. But in this problem it says I only have 1/2 divided by 1/8. So I just want half of that cake in my diagram. You can see that in 1/2 we get 4 equal pieces of that 1/8 size. This means that 1/2 divided by 1/8 is 4. Okay, now we're going to get to a math method for dividing fractions using this example. The problem starts like this, but we have to do something to get the numbers to work so we can get to that answer of 4, which we already know is correct. What we do is a little bit of math manipulation. We flip this right-hand fraction over. This action has a couple of technical math names. It's called finding the reciprocal or the inverse. All we do is flip it over. Very easy. And when you invert the fraction like this, you also have to swap to the inverse operation. Inverse means opposite. The opposite of division is multiplication, so we swap the sign from divide to multiply. And you know how to multiply fractions. We reduce, then multiply, or we multiply, then reduce. Either way, you get the same result. I prefer to reduce first, so I divide by 2 because these are both even. And that gives us 1 here and 4 here. Now we multiply out, and that's 4 over 1. Any number over 1 equals the numerator as a whole number. 4, the same as we got using the diagram. That's pretty amazing. Using the diagram, we proved that 1/2 divided by 1/8 is 4, and now we have a math method to get us there easily without needing a diagram. So let's work another one, and this one a bit more tricky. 3/5 divided by 1/3. And remember, it means how many times does 1/3 go into 3/5? I'm not using a diagram for this one, straight to the math method instead. Our fraction on the left stays the same. We get the reciprocal of the right-hand fraction. We flip it, and that gives us 3 over 1. When we invert that fraction, we also use the inverse operation. Swap the sign from divide to multiply. Now, it's not possible to reduce this problem, so we're going to go straight to multiplying out. Top times top gives us 9 over bottom times bottom is 5. It's an improper fraction, and as you know, we can't leave it like that. We have to change it to a mixed number. So 5s into 9, that's one whole group of 5 and a remainder of 4. Put that back over the denominator of 5 and we're done. Our answer is 1 4/5. As you practice dividing fractions, you may get problems that work out giving you a whole number answer, like in our first example. Or you might get a fraction or a mixed number in your answer. Who knows what you'll get, but if you can work with this method and use your fraction skills from earlier lessons, you'll do great. Next, in your math book, I want you to write yourself a note on how this is done. So, to solve a fractions division problem, we always have to take the reciprocal or the inverse of the right-hand fraction. We flip it. We use the inverse operation. We change the sign from divide to multiply. Then we reduce and multiply, and that's it. Once you've done the note, go ahead and start practicing. Develop your math muscle.